Fundamentally, I lived in the UK for the best part of 25 years, and I've obviously observed the social patterns here. And most people, they tend to congregate in groups where they have a common interest at play, whether it's sporting hobby or cultural hobby, such as going to museums and art galleries. But fundamentally, what bonds people together is a love for substances, whether it's nicotine in the form of cigarettes, although now there's other things like vapes, or indeed alcohol. So, through drinking in pubs and bars. And if you're a person who doesn't consume these things, such as myself, it can be very difficult to bond, to fit in. And you do feel like a bit of a, you try to get along with these people, but at the same time, you don't feel like you fit into the lifestyle that they live. So it becomes much more challenging to feel integrated and a participant of a certain group. Now, somebody who's naturally always been introverted, therefore always wasn't really overly enthusiastic being part of a close knit group. I always thought it was a bit in my head. I was a bit condescending of people who were always wanted to be around others, always trying to please and be friendly around other people. And I think over the years that was fundamentally what made it difficult for me to fit in. But ultimately, I do feel like if you don't fit in into some kind of consumeristic culture, you are going to struggle in the UK to fit in. And me as a foreigner, especially, it's been very, very challenging. I understand now over the last 25 years, there's been a greater influence from different culture, and in all credit to the British, they do embrace different cultures if it suits them too. So, for example, here there's a variety of different cuisines because the British love, different, the food of different cultures, such as Chinese, Thai, French, Italian. So a lot of these cultural groups have thrived in the hospitality sector because their cuisine is appreciated here in the UK. But as people, I think it's very difficult to kind of make social acquaintances here if you don't fit in into a certain consumeristic segment, whether it's alcohol as I mentioned, or cigarettes. But now obviously, because there's a greater proportion of Muslims here and they don't drink alcohol, coffee shops have become the next establishment to grow, to cater for these people who want to socialize with others, not in an alcohol environment, in a non-alcoholic environment. But it's still very much a minority. But let me know what you think, particularly as a foreigner. Have you struggled to fit in socially in a British society because of not fitting in certain consumeristic habit tendencies? I'm very intrigued to know that. Thank you for listening.